module Midnight Circus for our home group of 20th anniversary characters to great success, even though it was originally printed 2 months.
Perfect timing. As you can see, I've encountered a few issues in my private jet. That's what comes from flying too close to the sun, or in this case, a volcano, and the ocean. After your application and discretion with my excavation drill, I know you're exactly who I want on the job. As you'll discover, my jet is not without its idiosyncrasies. I trust you to be your usual discreet self in return for an excellent rate. Blake. I imagine you're keen to learn some of the specifications of the jet. As it's you all divulge. Although this jet looks superficially like any other, it's far from it. Its fuselage is made from a graphene matrix that is lighter than air but stronger than steel. Not only can it reach speeds of over 888 miles per hour, but it is also technically the world's largest pencil. Say, just find if you can discreetly find your way over to the mansion as soon as humanly possible, I'd sure appreciate it. The laser gun situated on the fuselage uses a state-of-the-art crystalline compound to create an energy feedback loop that instantly plasmatizes the air. Consequently, its beam reaches upwards of 3 million degrees Fahrenheit on a hot day.
You see you standing there across the dance floor. Can't help but want to watch you move more. Lose my mind trying to find just one minute.
Sometimes I think I deserve to be alone, as I'm too unstable, too jealous and scared of abandonment, too dependent, etc. Well, I think we've all felt that way at one point or another, Lele. Go lower that a little bit. I think we've all felt that way at one point or another. That we're not enough, or that we're too much for the people around us, that our interests are annoying to other people, that our anxieties and so on are too much. I mean, fuck, that's why I started doing a Twitch thing, because I felt like I was too much for the people in my life sometimes. And I still have that very human need to talk and connect and create shit, even if there's not that many people to appreciate it. I mean, fuck. So, for the very first time ever, I tried my hand at making some focaccia bread, and I don't know. I guess I still crave praise at like 30 years old. That never really goes away. That little kid feeling of wanting to have someone like cheer you on, or at least just say, hey, you did a good job, that turned out well. It never really leaves you. So sometimes when you get those feelings in your head, I've learned the thing that quiets them the most: talk to people and just ask. Hey, are you mad at me right now? Is there anything I can do for this situation? Is there something that I've done to upset you? Etc. And most of the time, you can have a conversation about those feelings and get them off your chest and let them stop taking up hard drive space in your dome. It's as simple as having the courage to ask those things. That or just straight up not giving a fuck. That's the one thing that I will say depression is good for. It makes you care about shit less. Sometimes those things are important, sometimes they're not. Sometimes you find out that lots of the things you thought were important when you were like a kid and a teenager and so on, they're not that important anymore. Like worrying about acne, or if you look as cool as all of the kids on TV and in books and movies, being better than your peers, etc. Sometimes that shit loses importance. One sec, checking in on a friend. Obviously, going that fast through the air generates a lot of heat. Once landed, it's possible to cook a beef bourguignon on its wings in less than 3 minutes. friends. I hope you never have to go through that. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry you're going through a rough time, bud. I also hope you never have to go through that again. It sounds like that was terrifying. Also, Sting sends her well wishes from when we were talking earlier. I probably will if things don't change. Yeah. Sting's a good kid. Sting needs to be surrounded by more friends that are not just me. Doot. And you need more friends that are not just me. Extra doot. Also, earlier today, I fell down a rabbit hole watching this really morbidly fascinating show about this woman serial stalking a guy who is going through the worst time in his life. after an SA event, so it's called Baby Reindeer. It's on Netflix. Super fucked up and a bit depressing. To be fair, I have my guild on WoW. Those guys are pretty cool. Aw, well, I'm glad you have a support group too, like that. I certainly need more of those in my life. Miwaru Pentagram? That's a good anime, but super fucked up. No, Baby Reindeer. It's actually based on a true story as well, which makes it even more fucked. It's about this comedian that suffers an SA event while he is trying to get his comedian career together, and everything goes on hold kind of after the event, like all of his relationships, his feelings for his libido, a lot of his aspirations and such, and he becomes very like self-destructive, and he ends up with this older woman who actually went to jail for stalking in the past, and she was stalking him. And the whole story about it is super fucked. Sting told me that apparently the actual in real life woman this person is based off of sued them for tried to sue the company, the director and such, for making the movie, as it was like a misrepresentation of her. Who knows? But yep, that's Baby Reindeer. It's only like 8 episodes? But fuck me. That show is rough. Elevator. There we go. Alright, got the elevator. Fuselage sensor. Which one? It's a cockpit sensor. We need a fuselage one. Fuselage would be up over now. Laser mount, tires and wheels. Laser mount. Aha, I spy. Oops, sorry, kitty. Accidentally poked Karma in the face with my foot. Penguin Drum has a serial stalker girl who goes as far as carving a chunk out the bottom of her teacher's house so she can sleep under the space that's approximately where the teacher sleeps in his own bed. Woof. It's still not as bad as fucking, God, what is the name of that shit? Let's clean the mini golf course. Lady Pip of Loganberry. Oh, here of great renown, our kingdom, which doubleth as a course of golf most miniature, is besieged by 3 enemies as old as time itself: grime, filth, and squalor. What was once an arena worthy of great champions has alas fallen upon misfortune, and now resembleth the leftovers of an ogre's picnic. In sooth, 'tis the foulest, most fetid golf course that any man, woman, or child has ever had the misfortune to set eyes upon. Thou in thine magic wand, much celebrated through the realm, and doth come highly regarded, which bodeth well, as this art no challenge for the faint of heart or greaseless of elbow, except at thine peril, or all souls be damned. Show, I think, is about child abuse, by the way. At least that's how I interpreted it. Go on, you. Get. Cat was on the desk. Yeah. Don't watch, Happy Sugar Life. That shit is a life ruiner. I don't mean just not safe for work, I mean literally not safe for life shit in there. Will fuck your day up. Ah, this lame shit. Grr. Fine, at least I get the pretty one. I'm gonna wear the pinkest goddamn outfit ever. Blimey, you're actually here! Wow! Management, make us speak! Old world to all external contractors and then wonder why no one ever turns up. God. Fucking doing cosplay for people all day long. Ye oldie cosplay. That'd suck. Yeah, moldy cosplay. Too late, already seen it. Yeah, I always try and warn everyone else, like, don't fucking watch that show. It is the worst. It will break your soul. Because I watched it out of morbid curiosity, and once I start watching a show, unless it is, like, unless it's, like, really boring fluff, I usually can't stop watching. And oh boy, that's not what that was. I was in a better place mentally speaking when I saw Happy Sugar Life. Oof. That's saying something. That it fucked your life up that bad? Yeah, no, that, God. What would inspire someone to make something that bad? Like that disturbed. Japan, you're so fucking weird. Or something like Eminence and Shadow, which takes the piss from the typical isekai formula. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like what they did with Slime, where they literally make a joke about how on his deathbed, fucking... God, what is his original... What's the original name of, Rimuru before he becomes Rimuru? Something with an S. It wasn't Seiya or Senta... I don't know. Something Tanaka. Sayu Tanaka. Yeah, something like that. Either way. He's just holding his holding, like, not his best friend, his, younger, co-worker's hand, and it's just like, please, erase my hard drive! That's Satu the Handyman, which is its own good show. Yes. Oh my god, you know what? I think I actually showed that to the other person that was on here. I don't know if she's still on, but, Lele, who also goes by Tramina. I think I showed them Handyman. I might have shown someone else Handyman. No. Actually, it was a guy I had met in my D&D group who was the one that I showed it. And he's just like, lol, this is the best anime ever. And the only anime at the time that he bothered to like was frickin' Goblin Slayer, so maybe that's saying something. I converted someone to like another anime. Saito and Vending Machine shows have no business being as good as they were. Yeah, the animation in the Vending Machine show was actually surprisingly based. Like, I'm not even gonna front, it was probably some of the better animation of that season that had come out. And the premise of it was just so fucking silly. That's the heaviest golf ball known to man. It does not move when you spray it. I know, right? Look at this shit. Oh! Right as we said it. That thing was stuck to the ground with fucking gunk. That's what the problem was. And I finally sprayed it off. Try golfing. Get in there. There we go. I think I already mined all of the achievements out of the game, so I don't think it's there anymore. This is not my first playthrough of this game, sorry! I just really like it, and I don't mind coming back to it, even though I've gotten most of the achievements. The only one I have not gotten is the one for 5 gold medals for the speed shit. Because my whole philosophy is like, Well, and the philosophy of this game is why go fast when you can, like, use a lower speed on your, or a lower intensity on your sprayer to get the same amount of work done. Also, look at this piece of fabric. That is just straight plastic. That is not a flag, my man. That is a cardboard cutout. Saw a cute little Let's Play today for a puzzle called A Little to the Left, which was about organizing stuff. Oh, I've played that one before. It's so much fun. I have 100% of that game back to front, though. Oh my god. Also, it has a shit ton of stuff about adorable kitty cats, making things messy and breaking shit. So, would highly recommend to you, sir, if you want something super chill and relaxing. That's actually one of the ones that I think I got like the day it released, the DLC, which just came out. And I just spent like an entire night playing that. It's like, oh, oopsie, it's suddenly 5 a.m. What happened? Where'd time go? Oops. Be cute if this forest knight was secretly a cat. Just like little kitty tail hiding. Puss in Boots as a knight. You know, this game actually has a story. Like, it has actual plot. The Powerwasher game. And it's that the thing that is making everything so fucked up and mucky may or may not be a volcano. Which, in some of the career mode stuff, you can actually see on the horizon getting more and more smoky. Which is kind of freaky. And, like, apparently the only way to calm the volcano is to clean off an ancient statue one of your friends, who's an archaeologist, found. And it frickin' shoots a beam of, like, water. The same way as the power washer gun we have. They were some, like, Atlantean race that was, like, weird half fish elves. So yeah. What else was there? Oh, and apparently the thing that's causing the volcano and the discovery is actually summoning all of the cats in Muckvale, which is the name of this town, by the by. Muckington. There's also this giant thing about, well, there being aliens here that crash landed. So yeah, it's kind of a trip looking at the quote-unquote plot, and the fact, and like the little secret fact that you've been holding on to the mayor's missing cat, Ulysses, the entire time, so he doesn't have to put on his stupid little uniform for like their like yearly event that they do, which I thought was such a cute little thing. It's like, yay, we get to have kitty! And the reason that the cat went away is because she was having kittens! Yay! So yeah. I don't know if that was covered because I know a lot of the later stuff tied to that actually had not come out super recently, as far as I can recall. I think the other thing that is mentioned like throughout the little story is just people keep running into like all kinds of problems with like, oh no, these darn rascally kids fucked up the skate rink. It's just like, how did they get all of this smoke here? Like, did they do an arson or something in the skate rink? What the fuck? How is it this dirty? Do you have like a chimney factory or some shit behind here? Like the amount of dirt and grime this would require, my guy. Like, this is like 10 years of buildup, been left in like massive disrepair for years levels of grime. Like, even just the casual shoes stepping over this would like remove some of it. I'm gonna put back on the synthwave. There we go. Sometimes YouTube is kind of a jerk and is like, hey, you're not listening to this right. Turns off. Yeah, I just poked my head into the guild's Discord just now to give them an update on my dad. I told them way ahead I wouldn't be making it to raid tonight because of that. Oh, well, I hope that they were supportive. Super cool about it and understanding. Aw, well, good. Good, good. I'm glad to hear you have such supporting friends, Chompy. Been playing with them for a few years now. Nice. I know that I have definitely struggled to keep loyal friendships on for that long that don't just kind of fizzle out. Or other people are just kind of like, you're not the friend I'm gonna focus on this week. I'm gonna focus on someone else. This is a windmill made of swords. How... Flurry of blades indeed. They all think I sound like a famous voice actor, or other than that, I don't know. Now I got my new mic. Ha 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 ha! You just sound like the same old Chompy to me that I know in high school. Doot. You don't sound much older or younger. I don't know if that's good or bad, depending on your perspective. Could totally catfish people, bro. More things change, the more they sound the same. Yeah. Well, I've been told that between my mother, myself, and my aunt and grandmother, that we all sound the same with varying degrees of Illinois accent. Mine, non-existent. My mother's, very slight. My aunt, like medium level. My grandmother, yes, lots. Like, it's unchangeable at this point because she's older. To be honest, and I mean no offense by this, you just always sounded really tired to me. That's kind of funny because I have a friend of mine named Blair, and that's what I always think of when I hear her, and I've been told I sound like her sometimes. Everyone just always looks at me and says, "Why are you so sad? Why are you so tired?" And it's like, I'm not. That's just my face, man. Also, I probably am tired, and that I probably have some kind of sleep disorder or something. I don't fucking know what it is. But I am super not on the idea of wanting to do, like, sleep meds or sleep medication because of all of the shit I've heard about, like, oh, so-and-so died from an overdose of that, or so-and-so, like, had a bad reaction to that, and so I'm usually just like, huh, nope. No one ever needs to worry about me getting addicted to drugs. I can barely remember to take the ones that I'm prescribed. Tired of what can tell you, but I can think of a list based off of what I know. Tired of the government and mad at its lies. Grumpy face. Tired of not having any sugar in this house. Grump, grump, grump. Tired of the man. Screw that guy. Yeah, it's also probably because I haven't had any sugar today, so... I'm gonna take a big sip of water because I'm getting a funny taste in the back of my mouth. Blech. I was thirsty. I drink the whole glass. Oh. But yeah, that focaccia bread today, fuck me, that was so good. I ate the whole thing. Also, you can do whatever toppings you want on the thing, quote unquote, within reason. Like, the one that I did was garlic, minced garlic, oregano, and umami powder, which is just like a mushroom blend with like garlic and onion powder and some red chili powder, I think. Jalapenos and cheddar it is. Wait, no. Chompy. We're trying to get you to eat healthier. Not burn a hole through your guts. That's how you end up on the toilet crying, my guy. I have those two things. Thank you very much. Just means I'm pushing the weakness out of my body. Alright, it's your asshole. It's up to you if you want to set it on fire. And play Johnny Cash. I fell down to a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames, they crept higher. I've been in that state before, and oh man, gallbladder attacks are no fucking fun, I'll tell you that. Don't grow old, children. That's what you have to look forwards to. How else am I gonna pay homage to Johnny Cash? I don't know. Set fire to a ring of gasoline like the rest of us. Look at this dragon, it's so cute! He's going like, blam, I'm gonna eat your ball, blam. Look at this chunky dragon, it's so cute! Big heckin' chonker. It's a shame that when I wash it, kind of like all of the little detail and shit on its scales is going away. Did its D&D honor among Thieves Dragon? It's the D&D honor among Thieves Dragon. I see. What was the name of that one again? I keep forgetting. I remember the name being funny. What was that? Lord Chonk? The fat dragon from the movie. Yeah, it had like a name or something. I can't remember. And I remember it making me laugh for like a minute straight. And me and Sting had to stop the movie and just was like, what is wrong with you? Like, I can't fucking help it. It's so silly. I love it. He's a big chunky dragon. He's a heckin' chunker. It's hilarious. How'd he get like that? He's just a heckin' chonko. Big marshmallow boy. Big red marshmallow. You wanna know what's funny? Most cat stuff. I literally have to talk like that all day. It's not right, is it? No, it is not. You should unionize. My name's Jules. I was born in 2004 and I can't stand anything about swords, dragons, or eggs. Aw. So what I was saying, the funny thing is anytime you see a CGI dragon, the reference they usually use, because dragons don't exist, it's not lizards or like Komodo dragons or anything like that. It's usually cats, because cats are way more available. Like the Disney Pixar movie, How to Train Your Dragon, that's based off of the creator's cat. And recordings of it to do a lot of the CGI work. And they pretty much turned their cat into Toothless. Which is kind of funny because now it just makes me think that dragons are just big cats instead of lizards. Kind of the way that owls are known in much of the like owl foster program community as cats with wings. That's DreamWorks first off. Second, yeah, I'm aware now. What I want is an epic encounter with a giant cat instead of a dragon in a D&D game. Yeah. I mean, give them the same stat block. Just do like a black dragon or something. Instead of poison breath, it's breath of stank. It's like, no, you wash your butt with that tongue. Nasty poo poo breath. Ah, it smells like fish. Ah. I mean, like, it happens because the cat decided to lay in the middle of the tabletop in real life. Yeah, kitty cats be doing that. It's like, hey, everyone is paying attention to this spot. My spot now. Yes, I deserve to be center of attention. Yes. And they are right, they do. They are little babies. Little babies. I mean, if it works. Yeah, you don't have to fish out the minis. It's like, fuck it, gargantuan encounter, you're fighting a cat now. What? Just start throwing miniatures at the cat. But like, gently. Gently. Meanwhile, the cat is in play mode batting the minis around while the PCs and gamers screaming for mercy and running for their lives. I think probably the funniest clip I remember is from Legends of Evantris. And so in the Witchlight Carnival saga, they roll on a kind of Wheel of Fate thing whenever they're like, oh shit, I want to use one of my reroll dice. And that will actually allow them to reroll so that they can try and get a better odd and outcome. But at the same time, they have to roll a D100 to see what fakers they end up with for getting that reroll. And some of them are really hilarious. One of such was that they could their goblin druid could now see through the fourth wall, and he was saying shit like, oh, there is a raid. Yes. Thank you, chat. And all of the players were just like, what are those words you're speaking? What are you talking about? I think he's gone mad with the fakers. And the pole Frosty was always the least well received. And everyone, he's just like, that's a hurtful thing to say. It's a fucking funny ass clip. I am no Deadpool. Yep. Oh, fucking Mikey is hilarious. Mikey and Derek and their DM Nikki. They're amazing. But I can only listen to so much because their group is so fucking ADHD. So it'll take them quite a while to be like, okay, we're playing D&D, we're finally getting to like the actual meat and potatoes of our quest, instead of talking about the pros and cons of like what costume we want to wear for boys night, and the fucking bugbear wearing a fishnet Playboy bunny outfit and like his fur fucking coming through the fishnets, and one of the other players needing to help him like pull up the corset for the bunny outfit and shit like that. And it's just like, oh god, this fucking amazing. Picking their drag show names for guys' night while they waited for one of the other characters to come back, because that player was actually in Spain for a couple of weeks in real life. So they're like, alright, we'll just like go on a mini adventure with this other character that's a substitute for a bit. And he actually became a staple in one of their other games, and I think his character comes back in at some point. So yeah, oh god, it was so fucking good. It's Legends of Evantris, by the way, if you ever want to check it out. They actually have animations and stuff. I think I might have shown you some of the Chuckles the Clown stuff. Because, like, one of the things that keeps coming back as a reoccurring gag is... So, they all used to work at a carnival that was, like, kind of shoddy and overpriced and, like, poorly managed by one of the other players' crocodile character. Most recent Chuckle scene I saw, he came back as a chaos god or some shit. Yeah. Yeah. I am a god made flesh! It's just like, oh lord, no. I think probably my favorite was, Gricko giving up his, ability to tell D's nuts jokes anymore. So he just said, like, well, I'm glad it was just that. And that she didn't turn me into a mind goblin. Meanwhile, fucking the other player's staring at him like, what's a mind goblin though? He's just like, I don't get it. What's a mind goblin? What's a mind goblin? Tell me what a mind goblin is. And a single tear rolled down his cheek. Those boys are so fucking funny. The goblin turning into Chuckles got me. Suddenly, you feel taller. I think my favorite bit was probably, other than the last person you killed tells you things about your life you didn't want that you didn't want to ever know. I think the bit that got me the most, it wasn't that one, it was frickin' Nikki, their DM, gave Gricko large, luscious breasts. And he felt incredibly lustful. She's just like, God damn it, Mike! He's like, you did this, Nikki! You! She's like, I didn't do it! You did it! Because he starts, like, flirting with everyone, even, like, the scarecrow puzzle they're trying to solve. You suddenly get taller. Huh? Yep. Mikey, will you please be the voice of Chuckles? Oh no! Also, the fact that for every clown that Gideon killed, Nikki had them each do like a different, like each person in their group did a different voice for the different clowns. I think in the last episode I watched, they were actually talking about doing an all-clown adventure. Even if it was just like a one-shot or something. Which I thought was just fucking amazing. The other one I'm kind of curious about is Uprooted, but oh man, that fucking one seems so freaking horny. It somehow seems more fucked up than a D&D campaign could get. With all of like the blood and guts and stuff. Ah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was up to yesterday. Working on art, streaming. So many frickin' chores, man. I thought I was gonna go blind. Shh. Noisy puppy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Do we gotta make a fuss about it? Really ask yourself if it's worth getting upset about. It is. Well, I don't know about that. Then again, maybe that's because I'm a human and you're a doggo. Oh my goodness. What a riot. What a ruckus. Oh my goodness. Much protest. Maybe saying you're in danger, Mom. Nah, I don't think so. I'm no mama. It could be that our neighbors are lighting off leftover fireworks, which is technically illegal. But the fuckers still do it anyway. And because they do it so spaced out, there's not a lot that you can do against it. You can't like pinpoint like, oh, that specific house over there is shooting off fireworks even though it's no longer 4th of July. Because it's usually in someone's backyard or like in a random street with no people out. That or in the reservoir park. By the time they they've done it, they're like gone like 5 seconds later. Fucking police response time ain't gonna be a minute. Jeez, watching the castle is its own frickin' thing. Realizing I didn't finish this area. I'm not even an actor or anything. I'm just terrible at making sandwiches and need a new job in a hurry. I kind of like that we never reply to any of these messages. I think it just goes along with that whole trope of like the people that you hire to clean your stuff don't get paid enough to be your therapist, and as such, anything they complain to you about is pretty much like just kept in the vault. This is like not the weirdest shit that we've seen somehow doing all this. Did we get all the blades? Okay, we got all the blades. Forest rocks. This looks like corkboard. I guess it's supposed to be wood chips. Harvey spray cleaning wood chips. Or maybe it's sand. Okay, got that one. Oh, by the way, I finished the episode of the New Folk game, the New Folk Wizard game with Samson Tuttle. That shit was whack. Yeah, Norfolk Wizard game with Samson Tuttle. Depp Basketball, though. Is it? He's a transmutation specialist, then, I guess. If he turned the ball into lead. Or what did it say? Carbon, graphene, some shit. I don't know about being specialist. That was clearly not on purpose. Yeah, still, if it was some kind of transmutation spell. Yeah, graphite. Makes me wonder if there is a class of wizard that is kind of like a barbarian and that their anger just kind of unlocks spells. You would be the savant that knows about that stuff, though, not me. From having perused the Wikipedia. Hopefully that what this will do is establish more characters to have a run-in with a certain deranged hunter and his sons. Lol. I'm not a wizard, I'm a mage! Ah! I mean, I can see the goth girl getting along with Elise really well. But the thing is, they're American, and the Sons and such are in the UK. In North Norfolk, UK. Also, goddamn, I hope another episode comes out soon for Hunter the Parenting. They were on such a run with that shit. I hope their Patreon's doing well as well. They're both in Norfolk, but different Norfolks. Yes, literally. They're literally in. So, like, D and his family are literally in. What did they say the name of the place was? They said the East District of the District of North Norfolk. Next to them is Happisburg, and the one that they constantly berate is Yarmouth. Should be. They had lots of fans back in their TTS days. Yeah. I hope it's doing well that Mac here and Alpha Busa and all of their voice acting talent gets their paycheck from it. Because just because you got that view money from YouTube don't mean that you're getting enough to scoot by with paying everyone. Well, this being a mage game, anything can happen. They could easily step through a portal thanks to one of Bill's doors and find themselves there. Yeah, or even be teleported by Sybil. Because it seems like she now has that ability. Or mayhap will have it in the future. Sybil is definitely an entropy user. Samson, I think, will be force. In either case, emotions affects their powers. Yeah. I mean, emotions definitely affected, what's his face, too. Bill. Because he was freaked out and just absolutely tweaked to the gills on adrenaline when he activated his thread manipulation. Because if you recall, he had a complete mental break when he started unraveling reality. Yep. Literally saying the same thing. do you think speaker thread manipulation, by the way, is the nuclear button? Hell of a start for a mage to awaken with. Yup. I think so far from what we've seen, Bill is the oldest. Also, the fact that Frederick Knudsen is gonna be the last person that's introduced has me cranked up. I'm just like, come on! Introduce the man already. Come on. I'm so curious. It's eating me. I have a feeling that Magical Hat Man's gonna reappear. Also, Mr. Mesmer, or whatever his name was. I have a feeling he's gonna be like the main villain. Or some kind of catalyst. And for poor Sam, it's gonna be like trying to put the genie back in the bottle. Because he gave him all of the different spell components and whatnot. Magic Hat Man seems to be important. 100% could see him showing up on Hunter. Who says he hasn't already? I'm recalling the blue man. That was seriously, that must have been some Fae shit, right? That seemed like some Fae shit. He's not Kevin, is he? I don't think so. That'd be pretty weird. Kevin seems very not into all of this magic bullshit and only really uses it to serve his own interests. Fair dreamers, though, they don't really manifest in reality unless it's under the most dire of straits. Well, it's very possible that D was in, like, a dream reality. He did fall down a frickin' mine shaft and get conked. So it's entirely possible that he dreamed the entire thing and the dream manifested the blender in question. I still can't believe that turned into a goddamn episode. No, that turned into 2 goddamn episodes. D's quest for blender. Makes me wonder if Ogre Papanog wrote that bit with all of the nonsense. At the 99p store. Specifically, the 99p store. Had my dad watch that episode with me. Hehehehe. It totally seemed like D throttled a Fae and they gave him a 99-cent blender for the sake of it. And the fact that he only had 98 cents because he wasted a penny throwing it into the mine shaft. Lol. Most dramatic of ironies. Doggo Shushi. Go ask Mom. He's just begging because he wants his nightly CHEESE. Because we give it to him with his meds. And I don't think my fair mother has done that yet. Because somehow he was even more insane than they were. Lol. Yep. That show is so freaking great. Also, that bit with Bill and the monkey earlier, dear lord. I was just like, and the second you look over and you see in human eyes looking at you, and then I see the RV, and I'm just like, wait a minute! There's a monkey! There's that chimpanzee. Also, cause I've been watching too much Casual Geographic for the sake of my mental health, yeah, having a chimp around is not the best idea, even though in this fictional realm, it's whatever. I'm just saying in real life, yeah, don't go close to chimps. You will lose all of the things that identify you as a human. Cause that is how they fight. They fight to maim, specifically, not even to kill. Go for eyes, nose, fingers, and genitals. See two inhuman eyes when you suddenly realize it's a chimp. Yep. Yeah, the second I saw the RV and I was like, two inhuman eyes, I'm like, it's the monkey! Oh yeah! That even brought Hulky Crow back in to talk for their little interaction. I was just kind of thinking in the back of my head, when's Sybil gonna show up? Huh. I wonder if Sybil is gonna be, is mostly gonna be meeting up with what's his face's character? Frederick. A chimp that may or may not be one of Bill's friends turned into one. Possibly. I think it was the friend that got killed. I don't think it's, what's his face? Who tried to salsa verde. Salsa frickin' verde. That was easily the most 2006 that game got. Gotta, not gonna lie. Oh, the Salsa Verde thing. Jasper. Ah. No, the most 2000 shit that could have gotten would have been Invader Zim shit. Going full Jonan Vasquez. I did like how they briefly mentioned WoW during the Art Gala bit with Sybil. Well, yeah, WoW was pretty influential at the time. It was one of those things that was like a massive staple in a lot of teenager and young computer nerds' lives. It was one of the few MMO games you could actually play with friends. That wasn't a stupid sports game. Or some shovelware kitty shit. I think they were boasting something like 6 million players worldwide at the time. Yeah, I mean, the fact that South Park jumped on there and actually risked getting a lawsuit over it. Your job looks alright, though. Okay. Hopefully I'll see you later, Chompy. And you come back with a snack. Eggs, bacon, and grilled onions for dinner. Nice. I do not envy your bathroom, sir. Why? It's not like it's spicy. Yeah, but onions can still give you problems, and that's a very greasy meal. Just pure protein. Gnome down! I killed him. It was an assassination. Nomergron, more like Nomerdon. I don't get the joke. Yay! Castle done. Oof. Speaking of, I might play that. I don't know. Nomergon is just the name of the capital of the gnomes on WoW. Ah, I see. Swoosh! That sounds good too. So good. Water hitting the surface, cascading down like a rivulet of hair from a high tower. Flippin' heck, the job's getting to me. Who'd describe water like that? Dwarven Brog. Yeah. You need an assistant? Shh. YouTube stopped me. What the hell? I just bought a bunch of it. I guess it won't allow you in this level. I know, right? And if you ever get bored, there's always parkour. Okay, be right back. See you. Get your food on, sir. Headphones died, so I needed to retrieve speakers. Lol. Now you can listen to this bumpin' music. Well, speakers decided they don't want to work all of a sudden. Gonna be a little bit before I have audio again to hear you speak. Uh-oh. Still, that's still the golf course? Yes, it is. I'm almost there. I can feel it. I don't know where it's getting the idea that this is dirty. The time lapse better be worth it. I know, right? Better not be 90% gnome butt cheeks. For the love of fuck, why is this still not getting cleaned? That's why. Little bastard. Oh, I think my music stopped. Hold on. Ninth hole, small borders. Finally at the point where you're looking to see what you missed, huh? Yep. This is the very last couple ones. There we go. Now just the third hole side. It is finished! Oh! God. Verily, thou art a knight of the highest order, and your sleight of lance art of singular renown. Thanketh indeed for your bravery, which hath driven away the cursed beast of burden and reclaimed our mighty land. No, I can't do any more of that. Thanks, mate. Should I be well happy with the state of the place now? Woo! And that is it for me tonight. Because I still have a birthday present to finish for Sting. I will see y'all in the chat on Discord, where you can hit me up for a bit still. I will be around a bit longer. Hopefully. See you then.